5 things you didn't know about Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa burst into the scene as a fully formed artist. It's hard to believe that her first single was released as recently as 2015. After getting recognition for her collaborations with producers like Calvin Harris, Diplo, or Martin Garrix, Dua has established herself as one of pop music's foremost divas. The release of Future Nostalgia, her latest and award-winning album, took her to the top of the streaming charts. Mixing classic pop and hip-hop with retro stylings, the London-born daughter of Kosovo-Albanian parents made disco cool again. And she managed to get our rear end shaking all 2020 long, which is no easy feat. As a relative newcomer into the global pop scene, we still have a lot to learn about Dua Lipa. Of Muslim heritage and with a Bosnian maternal grandma, most artists take years to reach an audience, and they usually go through many changes to get a spot in the crowded pop scene. Lipa, who is working on her distinct third studio album, has managed to do both in the span of 5 years, which probably makes you wonder, what's her secret? If that's the case, don't fret. We have done some research and found some amazing stuff about the influential culture definer and icon of female empowerment that explains how she got to where she is now. Keep watching to find out 5 things you probably didn't know about Dua Lipa. And remember, if you like our videos, you can show it by clicking on the like and subscribe buttons. If you want to stay informed about your favorite celebrities and pop stars, go ahead and hit the bell icon too. You'll get a notification for every one of our new videos. There'll be no celebrity news or fun fact you don't know about. Number 5. Dua Lipa. Grandma chose her love name. Here at Fact Factory, we're pretty used to finding out that most of the artists we love don't even go by their real names. Many of them, like Rihanna, Katy Perry, or Lorde, adopted catchier stage names to further their careers. Dua Lipa, however, didn't need to Hannah Montana her way to stardom. Her name looks like it was designed for mass appeal, but it's her legitimate full name. The person responsible for such a cool name is none other than her grandma. Dua Lipa's family is from Kosovo, where Albanian is the main language. Dua means love in her family's language, which is pretty fitting for a beloved artist like Lipa, if you ask us. Of course, chances are you wouldn't have liked being called Love when you were a child, and that was exactly what happened to Dua. She has confessed that she hated her own name when she was a kid. Luckily, she grew to appreciate it over time and decided not to change it, and she's not the only one who fancies it. A statistical study in the UK showed that the number of babies named Dua had doubled since Lipa released her single New Rules in 2017. Imagine being so prominent that you get babies named after you? Admittedly, it's pretty easy with a name like that. Who isn't up for love? Number 4. Dad's rock band and solidarity inspired her. The importance of Dua's family in her life goes way beyond her name. They have also been a pretty big influence in her musical developments. It seems talent runs in the family. Her father is an important part of the music industry in Kosovo. Lipa grew up listening to her father's rock band Oda, and she still says that he is one of the biggest musical influences. Lipa Sr. is also the founder of a communications agency, so he probably gave young Dua a few tips on navigating the waves and storms of show business. The collaboration between father and daughter hasn't died down over the years. After her initial success as a pop star, Dua created the Sunny Hill Foundation in 2016 with her dad. The foundation's main objective was raising money for the underprivileged in Kosovo. With a family like Lipa's, it was only a matter of time until music became a factor in the equation. In 2018, Dua created the Sunny Hill Festival, a music event which eventually hosted artists like Miley Cyrus. The festival was a resounding success, and the mayor awarded Dua the keys to her town of origin. She was the first person ever to receive them, which shows how far you can get if you don't forget where you came from. Number 3. She worked as a waiter and a nightclub hostess. Although her family's town in Kosovo is obviously a big part of her identity, the most important city in Dua's life has always been London. She was born there, but her family moved back to their home country when she was little. She could speak and understand Albanian, but she didn't know how to read or write it, so things were a little awkward for her. Eventually, Dua's ambitions to start a music career made her take a life-changing decision. She moved back to London and lived at a family friend's house while she tried to make it to the Olympus. Of course, Dua's road to success had its fair share of false starts and shoddy jobs. She worked at restaurants cooking and cleaning, which she thinks made her grow up really fast. However, they weren't the worst jobs she had to take. The straw that broke Dua's back was definitely her stint as a nightclub hostess. It got to a point where she had to refuse her friend's entry into the club for wearing sneakers, so she decided to call it quits. Thankfully, she received an offer from top management while she was working as a waitress in a cocktail bar. Her managers were so impressed with her that they gave her a salary so that she could quit and focus on her music. Only a few months later, she was signed by Warner Brothers, so she made the right decision. Now, Dua is not filling the glasses anymore, just for the underprivileged. Number 2. Rita Ora, Amy Winehouse, YouTube, and online bullying. Dua didn't emerge as an artist out of nowhere. Her ambitions were clear from the beginning, so she got some necessary background training at the Sylvia Young Theatre School in London. You may not have heard of the name, but a couple of the alumni will ring a bell. Fellow pop stars like Rita Ora or the late Amy Winehouse had also attended the school, so Dua was in good company from the start. Determined to show all her knowledge and talent, Dua tried several strategies to get noticed by music moguls. A common career path for 21st century artists is, of course, YouTube. She uploaded a few videos of herself covering songs by artists like Destiny's Child or Joss Stone. Despite her amazing voice, the popular sharing services algorithm didn't help her snatch a record contract. Nevertheless, you can still see a couple of videos of a super cute 15-year-old Dua Lipa singing her heart out. Dua has just admitted that the cruel bullying she faced online made her successful. Those tragic dancing skills and dodgy live performances belong to the past, and the One Kiss star is proud to have learnt the hard way. Number 1. Dark Pop. From failed relationships to catchy songs. With looks and talent like that, it's not surprising that Dua has a few relationships under her belt. Her love life seems as busy as her music career. She started dating English chef Isaac Corral in 2013, but it was an on-again, off-again affair. She decided to part ways with him 4 years later, and a little while after that, she started a relationship with Paul Klein, the singer from Lanny. However, their fling was only 6 months long. The reason? Well, Dua decided to take another shot at her relationship with Corral. Old love dies hard indeed. We don't know how their relationship was, but it must have been as messy as it was passionate. In 2019, Dua decided to break things off for good with Corral. Almost immediately, she started dating model Anwar Hadid, who might have been a factor in Dua's previous breakup. For all intents and purposes, Hadid looked like a rebound boyfriend, but he was most definitely not. The couple are still together to this day, and things are looking bright. And speaking of brightness, it's a total opposite of the way Dua Lipa describes her music. She has explained that she writes dark pop, and she says her main inspiration comes from sadness. With a rocky resume of love affairs like Dua's, it's easy to see where she gets her ideas from. At least we were happy to see that she's able to turn her failed relationships into catchy songs. There you go. Those were the most amazing facts we could find on the queen of future nostalgia, Dua Lipa. If you think we left something out, don't keep it to yourself. Go ahead and surprise us by writing in the comments section below. Also, remember to support us by liking this video and subscribing to our channel. We're constantly updating the channel with new information on your favorite artists, so hit the bell icon to get notified every time we upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and see you soon!